Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I am Saiyami Kher. I have Joy with me. Joy, India are 94 for 1 at the 15th over point. Shubman Gill looking very good on 47, Virat on 39. We just missed India and Virat missed that scare in the last over where it was a very, very close call. But so far, so good for India.
Absolutely. I think that first Markwood bowled brilliantly at the start. That wicket was a nigh unplayable delivery. And then after that, India was crawling at one stage, 23 in the first 5 and then 52. I think the floodgates opened then towards the end, 42 in the last 5 overs, especially given the fact that Adil Rashid has just bowled a 1-run over. That tells you how well India has farmed the strike before this. And the big problem with England is that perhaps they don't have the right number of bowlers for this match. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle for them.
But talking about India, like you said, Rohit got a peach of a delivery, couldn't really do too much. After that, Virat came in, looked a little tentative, and then has been, flowing with those runs. That mid-wicket flick that he hits looked beautiful. And of course, Shubman came in and played some beautiful shots.
Shubman's been absolutely amazing. I think he's just the way he'll hit a shot, it's just so classy. I think he gives you all of that. He gives you that ability to be able to score runs, and he's already scoring it over a runner ball. Virat has been more tentative. He's hit a couple of really nice-looking shots, but he's not looked the Virat, the dominant Virat that we see. There was one run out, of course. He was running at the danger end, was sent back by... And then in the last over, you saw the situation with Adil Rashid, just pitched outside leg, and that saved Virat. But, nobody in India will mind as long as Virat takes advantage of this and gets a big one here.
Well, the last ODI 50 he got was on this ground here. So this all set up for things looking good for Virat.
A, that. B is that they have to score runs out here because in the evening, if the dew comes in, the spinners will struggle. So you're going to have a situation where you really need to put those 320, 330s on the board.
We'll have a look at England's bowling. Mark Wood looked really good up in the front. His numbers, of course, looking very, very good. Pick of the bowlers. Joe Root coming in, getting hammered around a little bit. But like you said, you feel they're short of bowlers here.
So you've got to cover 10 overs between Joe Root. Actually, you've got to cover 20 overs between Gus Atkinson, Joe Root and Liam Livingstone. And Gus Atkinson has also gone to 26 in his 3. So they're struggling a little bit with their bowling. They have to find their way around it. But they have no option. So Joe Root's 2 are gone. But between Liam Livingstone and him, they have to find 8 more overs as well. So I think that is what India has to look at and say, we are going to put pressure on these bowlers. We are not going to allow them to get away with 5-run, 6-run overs. We're going to really take a toll of them. And if they can manage to do that in that 15 to the 35th over, then I think they'll set up for a really big score.
Were you surprised that Joe Root came in and bowled before Adil Rashid?
I think they were trying to sneak in a couple of overs while the situation was still there because they feel that once the batters get dominant, then they'll find it far more difficult to contain the opposition. So get in a couple of overs, finish it off fast, so you have only 8 to get through now.
But well, Shreyas to follow. We know how much he loves playing spin. So this 15 to 35th phase is going to be filled with Livingstone, Joe Root and Adil Rashid, but there is Shreyas, KL Rahul, Hardik.
There's a lot of batting to follow. There's Washington Sundar, so there's a lot of batting to follow. If these batters can continue for another 5-6 overs, then there's lots of people who can come in and really accelerate the pace. So I think it's really setting up well for India. Now the question is just going through with the game plan.
Well, Livingstone has come into the attack. How do you see them playing out these next 20 overs? Because it's that middle phase where you said they need to get overs out of Root and Livingstone.
Look, England has no option. Unless Livingstone gets hit for more than 10 or 12 runs and over, they'll try and get at least 2-3 out of him in this phase. They have to finish both Root and Livingstone within 35. It's just too dangerous to keep them after that.
Well, you'll have heard it. We'll wait and watch and see what happens and give you all the updates at the 35th over point. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all soon.